I'd rather drag my balls across the desert with 2 fat bitches on my back than to be a provider man. If you're dating a grown woman with a full-time job and she makes you pay all the bills, that bitch hates you. Niggas out here chasing women to pay their bills. Y'all niggas have no self-respect. Sprinting after debt is crazy. You niggas is slow. I heard a homeless woman say, niggas can't get a free meal on their birthday. I'm assuming she homeless, because you can't take your nigga out for his birthday, you gotta be struggling. There's no way you love your partner treating them like that. It just don't make sense to me. Some women genuinely believe being with a man is doing them a favor. I will never fall for the propaganda. Also, who told y'all niggas want to provide? Men don't want to provide, not me.
We are all becoming like this man. We don't want to provide a dime for old and useless women. Our only aim in 2026 is financial freedom and independence.
And what I couldn't realize is that these niggas is just gay. They don't want to take you on dates. They don't want to do no gestures. They don't want to spend no money on you. But hold on. But as soon as it comes to their homeboys want to do something, they so ready. Then they think when they do some slight for you, it's tricking. That is bare minimum. Get out my face with that, for real. And if you know you ain't got no money to be spending, or you don't want to spend no money on nobody, don't be trying to date around and talk to no female if you broke.
And the panhandling in the dating market continues, and you see hundreds, if not thousands, of videos like this where women are complaining about men being broke. This is their way of shaming men or a man because that man not want to spend money on them, and they're feeling rejected, so they feel the need to shame. Like in this video, she calls men gay because they don't want to spend money on her. But I have a question. How are you finding out that men don't want to spend money on you specifically? How are you finding out?
They are finding out about it because their manipulative tactics are not working. They are now calling us gay, broke, not serious. Any word or insult that will shame us into spending is acceptable to them. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about why women are crying themselves out over our hard-earned money. Stay until the end to see how their lives are falling apart and how ours are getting better when we refuse to spend on them.
He refused to help me pay for rent when he knew I was struggling financially. Like, I'm just asking for like $1,000.
Okay, ladies, I say this all the time. A high value man is not the same as a high income man. And when you're dating, don't look for a rich guy. Look for a guy with a provider mindset. And my boyfriend pays my rent, not because I'm struggling financially. I was making 4 times what he was making when we first started dating. But even in the beginning, he still provided for me within his means. A real man wants to take care of his woman financially, not because she needs it, but because he wants to.
This is now BS. Women saying what a real man should do is a path to financial slavery. This old woman's boyfriend is a slave. He will soon know the truth and join us. She will be left crying like her friends.
What are modern women more upset about? Men being stingy with their money, not wanting to pay for dates, paying her bills, or that men don't want to marry the woman that he sleeps with. Biblically, that's his wife, right? I don't think the women are upset that men don't want to get married like they used to. It's that they can't get men to want to give them their money. Because they could keep the marriage as long as they get the money. But am I wrong? What do you guys think?
It's all about our money. How come they are now going on podcasts and TikTok spaces, crying and asking where the provider men are? They noticed it immediately after we stopped.
If you a millionaire, billionaire, why are you giving me money like you work at McDonald's?
Wait, hold on.
That don't even make sense.
Like $100 here type
That's
shit.
stupid.
Oh, okay.
You're not even on that level. So why are you treating me? That's penny pinching to me. Now, if you are a guy who works a 9 to 5 and that's really all you have, then he's not penny pinching. You see what I'm saying? Because he really don't have that to give.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is a guy who works a 9 to 5, who's just a regular average guy, he's giving me more than what a millionaire is giving me. That's a problem. This man is working hard, 60 hours a week. He like, baby, what you need?
Damn.
Giving you money like he a D-boy, like he a ball player.
That's that man that want to really be with you, though.
That's what I'm saying, though. Okay, but what about the guy who got it and don't give it to you? That's penny pinching.
They are shaming us into being their financial providers. They want us to spend on them like they are some goddesses. They don't want to see us making steps ahead.
I was telling them, like, hey, we were talking in drink bought for us, not one appetizer offered to us, nothing offered to us. That is unacceptable behavior, and I'm
God forbid your friends have a conversation with men without expecting anything. Long ass yap session short. Shorty was out with her girls, and they were waiting to go to the next bar. While they're waiting to make their next move at a bar, a couple guys approach them to have a conversation. They strike up a convo. She admits they were nice, but 15 minutes go by and she notices that the guys never buy them any drinks or appetizers. This goes on, so she gets up to go to the bathroom thinking her friends are going to follow suit so they can strategize and exit. She comes back from the bathroom and realizes they're still talking to the guys. Then takes the initiative to leave, then scolds her friends outside for talking to men for so long without them buying them a drink. Yeah, shorty, I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this. Nobody owes you anything. I've said this before, just because a guy buys a girl a drink doesn't mean he's entitled to a conversation. And in that same breath, you are not entitled to drinks and appetizers just because you let him talk to you. She even says we weren't even really into the guys, which sounds like cap because you were the only one who was eager to leave. What it sounds like is you weren't the one getting chose. But hey, I wasn't there, I digress. But if y'all weren't into the guys like you claim as a collective, cap, why would they buy you drinks and appetizers? You think they're just gonna give that shit away? What is this, feed the hungry? Would it have been nice if they did do that? Yes. But when y'all start acting entitled to people's kindness and generosity, that's when people don't want to be generous. Sensational.
Modern women nowadays want food trucks at the expense of men, but we want to protect our money instead of not spending it on them. They are not happy, and we don't care.
A lot of these women have these egos, and that's why they don't have no man, because they have the ego. They would rather say that most married women are unhappy and most married women are miserable, but how would they know? Have they been married? Because of their misery, they want company. So they gather their troops by talking about their common enemy, the man, because that's the only place that they're able to get fulfillment. Because any man that comes around them or comes in their space, they run them away with their attitude, with their disrespect, with their unwillingness to compromise, with their gotta be right and gotta have the last word mentality or attitude. So let me try to convince other people that married people are unhappy so that they can have company. If men are all of these things and you don't need them, who are you with? Who holds you? Who are you with intimately? Who's sleeping in bed with you at night? Nobody. And you just so happy. Like, you just so happy with yourself.
For years they ruined marriages. They said they could do without us, and they told us they did not need us, but they still kept living off our pockets, even though they claimed to be independent.
Honestly, if a man is worried about a woman marrying him for his money, he A, doesn't have any, or B, doesn't have any.
And remember, unless a woman signs a prenup, she is after you for your money.
They have built entire podcasts dedicated to robbing us. There are coaches selling courses about how to attract a high-value man. There are viral posts about how women deserve to be provided for.
Why do you hate men?
Yeah.
Because men ain't
But why?
But why?
I just feel like
But why?
But why?
y'all only who raised
She got hurt.
no disrespect. Who raised you?
Oh, damn. That's
He got both. He got both married parents. You got married parents. That's beautiful.
But why?
Why?
Women show y'all everything. Women potty train y'all. Y'all teachers in school, 80% of the time it was females. Y'all managers, 80% they're supervisors, females.
So what does that mean?
Y'all don't know how to treat females, but females run the world.
No, they
Y'all
don't.
can't tell me otherwise. You think that men don't value females? Y'all
We definitely do, because all we do is we do what we do.
No.
Hey, bro.
Women run y'all.
100%.
Women run the world. Respectfully, run it.
This disrespect grew so much they began treating our provision as an entitlement instead of something to be appreciated. We turned into something to be extracted from, not a partner to be valued.
If you're going to be asked out on a coffee date, just don't go. Like, don't try to convince a man that you're worth a dinner. Yeah, that's what I think. If a guy approached you and said, hey, do you want to take a walk in the park or go to coffee? That's his right. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. I'm sure there is a woman out there willing and wants to. I just feel like, now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I personally would never try to convince a man that I'm worth a dinner. I would just be like, okay, God bless you. I'm not for you.
Yeah. Ladies, you ruined it. You posted. You could see hundreds of videos all over TikTok of women saying, I'm just using him for the dinner. I'm just using him. They're saying it. They're so freaking dumb that they put it out there and advertised it. So guys they don't want to be used. They don't want to be abused. They do want to get to know you, but they want to make sure that you are the right kind of woman moving forward.
They killed the dating culture. We would invest heavily in dinners, dates, gifts, and time, only to get very little in return. Sometimes nothing at all.
Men men these days, they don't have the patience to deal with our emotions and the nonsense that we come with. So if your man is doing all of that, you have to appreciate it, because a lot of women don't see that until it's gone. Because a man like that, he's not loud and he's not performative. And a man like that deserves peace. He deserves to feel appreciated. He deserves to feel like what he does actually matters. Not pressure, not constant tension, but a space where he can feel at ease and exhale. Because once a man like that, the man who's doing everything, the man who is giving you his best, once that man feels unappreciated, he's not going to go back and forth with you. He's going to adjust. And you will never get the same version of that man again. That's a good man, Savannah.
They refused to appreciate it, and we adjusted. We realized the investment is not worth it. We looked at the deal, and it was bad. We decided to decline it.
Let me just expose something real quick. The older a woman gets, the more she becomes the antagonist. Her sweetness fades, her femininity vanishes, not because she changed, but because time exposed her. She spent years delaying decisions, and now she gets the bill. Time is the ultimate scoreboard for a woman, and she's behind. So now she stops playing with life and starts getting bitter with it. You didn't meet a different woman. You met the consequences of her own timeline.
Now time is moving fast, and they are suffering the consequences of their poor past actions. We are not there to save them from their misery with our money. They can't believe it.
If you want to know where a man places his value, it will always be where he opens his wallet, whether it's physical or digital. A man is always going to spend money on that which he values or deems important. Keep that in mind when you're dating, ladies. If he is not spending money on you, that is an indicator of how important or valuable you actually are to him.
That is true. We have elsewhere to invest. We are not spending anything on females because we have found better ways to invest that actually protect our financial freedom.
This one is for the men. I'm sorry. This one is for the men who go to the gym and work out. I don't know if anyone's told you, but you're looking good. I see you working out, especially the silent ones. I love the humble, silent go-getters. Like, I see you. You're putting in that work. You're not only putting in that work in the gym, but that's a clear reflection of what you're doing in your life. And if no one's told you lately, keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. I see you. I'm proud of you. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're battling right now, but whatever you're doing in there, it's working, and everything in your life is going to work out and work out in your favor. Keep putting in that hustle, keep putting in that grind. It is so attractive.
We are going to the gym. We are lifting, running, and training hard. We are investing in their bodies not to impress women, but because we discovered that physical excellence is a reward and a foundation for other successes.
How many guys, work at a company for $50, $60, $80,000? Company starts growing. Next thing you know, they're making 100, 150, 200. Next thing you know, they get shares. Behind closed doors, they're investing money into a 401k retirement, whatever. Then 10 years later, company has an exit. This guy gets a $6.8 million check. How the hell did you do it? You know how many people have done this, by the way? Not 10,000. Not 100,000. Millions have done this.
We are investing heavily in our future. Money we use to spend funding women's lifestyle is going into investment accounts, business ventures, and real estate, all for financial freedom.
Man, I got a reminder for you. You could be the strongest guy in the room.
That's why I'm in my 30s, but I'm still single. It's very rare that I found a relationship where you can really focus on yourself and your partner can focus on themselves without it also being a distraction. I've never struggled with women. I can make a phone call and settle down tomorrow if I wanted to. But I don't want to. I'm not ready because there's still so much that I want to do and accomplish in my life.
We are becoming more grounded, more confident, purposeful, and wealthy. Our lives are way better and we are happier. Meanwhile, women are older and more depressed than ever.
A boy spends his money to look rich. A man invests his money to build. And the difference between those two sentences is the difference of where you are right now and where you want to be. Because looking rich is expensive. The clothes, the car, the section at the club, the dinners you can't actually afford. All of it's a subscription you're paying monthly to make sure strangers think you're doing well. Meanwhile, your savings account is a nightmare. Nobody talks about that. Because we grew up watching wealth being performed, not built. Flashy cars in the driveway of a rented house, designer on the outside, debt on the inside. We've got more money in our closet than we do in our bank account. And we inherited that relationship with money without even realizing it. Spending became emotional. Money in the pocket felt like burning a hole in it. The second it came in, it had to go somewhere. That's not wealth. That's a coping mechanism with the price tag. A boy looks at his paycheck and says, what can I buy? A man looks at his paycheck and asks, what can this buy me out of? A man who's actually building doesn't need you to know. His money's quiet because it's working. It's in assets. It's in investments. It's in equity. It's in something that's going to be worth more tomorrow than it is today. He's not performing prosperity. He's constructing it. Goal is never to make it look like you made it. The goal is to actually make it. And those two things require completely different decisions with the same dollar. Stop dressing up financial wounds and calling it a lifestyle. Build something, bro. The receipts you're collecting right now aren't proof of success. They're proof of taste, and taste doesn't compound.
This is why women can't understand our moves. We are investing to grow, not to show off to them. We want real returns, not noises. We want to be financially independent and free. That's our goal, and we are chasing it instead of women. If you are a man, join us and stop wasting your money on useless women. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with a man. Remember to subscribe and activate the notifications bell to stay updated. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.